Okay, 2 truths and a lie. Can we sniff out a liar here, Virginia? There's ways to do that. You just got to kind of watch voice inflection, they say, is one of the big things.
Okay.
Shifty eyes. Got to look out for that.
Good thing you're not in it.
I know, right?
Kevin got shifty, scary eyes.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, maybe it throws you off. I know. She got to be hurtful, huh?
I'm sorry. You want these sunglasses?
Oh, it's the ones you use whenever your Botox goes bad?
Yes. It's the one so no one sees my crooked face.
Bring out in case Botox goes bad.
When Botox wears off on one side.
I just got to keep those things handy.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, we've got Dennys, Bird, and Suits are going to be telling us some stories here. We're going to start off with Dennys to hear what his story is. 2 of these are true. 1 of these is a lie. What's your story, Dennys?
All right, so when I was living in Orlando, I was going to college, and the school I went to had a lot of people that lived out of state that came down just to go to that school. So a lot of times during the holidays or birthdays, they would leave town, and they would need somebody to watch their house if they had pets. Well, I had one friend who had a couple cats, and he asked if I could watch his house while he was gone. I was like, that's fine. But he was like that type of guy that collects all of he had like battle axes, katanas. His whole walls were decorated with like throwing stars and stuff.
Okay.
He was very much
Yeah.
into the medieval weaponry.
He's a warrior.
He's a warrior. So, of course, while I'm watching...
Probably the
never been
dorkiest, scrawniest guy.
Probably never been in a fight in his life.
No, but
Yeah.
if you broke into that
Yeah.
house, it'd be like semi-intimidating,
You
I'd
can
imagine.
kill him with all of his own stuff.
Yes.
Easily.
Oh, thanks. This is handy. I didn't know what I was going to use. I thought I was going to grab a steak knife, but...
Well, so since I'm
sword.
there feeding his cats, I'm killing some time. I figured, like, why not play with some of his swords and stuff that he's got? So I grabbed one of his katanas and I was spinning it. And I was trying to do that move where they spin it and they keep catching it with the same hand.
Okay,
Dennys.
yeah.
And I mean, of course, I dropped it, and I dropped it on his bed. It went right into his bed as if I was like stabbing it into it. Well, so I just never told him and left, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, 3 weeks later, he's in class and he's complaining about how his back's been killing him.
Huh.
And I'm like, what the heck, right? Well, it turns out he had one of those expensive like beds with the bladder, the air bladder in the middle of
popped it?
And I popped his air bladder. I was at his house while he's yelling at customer service, telling him off about how crappy their bed is. And how it's ruining his back, and his doctor's all mad at him. And I never, ever told him that I was the one that popped it.
Well, hopefully he's not listening.
No. we're good.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
That's
okay,
awesome.
that's Denny's story. Is that true? I guess we'll find out here. Bird, what is your story today for us?
So there was a local play going on. I went into this local play, and during the play, one of the actors took off one of the jackets and put it on the side of the stage. So I went up and grabbed the jacket and put it on and started modeling it off into the audience. And then I sat in the audience with the actor's jacket on. And about 5 minutes later, I got thrown out of the theater.
Really?
You inserted yourself into the production?
And got chucked out. The director of the play was mad, was asking me what the hell was I doing.
Do
Were
they
you
have-
drunk?
Did they have actual security, or was it just some theater nerd trying to ask you, yeah, sir, could you please leave?
No, it was the director of the play saw me do that, got pissed off, threw me out. Fast forward, I don't know, 7 years later, we ended up recording a song together. That got too
Okay.
big.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Lots of details.
There are. All right, is that true or not? Suits has got a story here. Keep in mind, one of these is going to be a lie. Suits, what's your story?
Well, I'll take you guys back to my elementary school days. We actually, which was very strange, I never understood why they went and did this, but I was going to a private school in Coral Springs from like kindergarten all the way through 6th grade.
Fancy.
And we had, they built this animal enclosure on the side of the school, which I thought was very odd, and they got 2 animals for the upper elementary school kids to take care of. One was a tortoise, and one was one of those little baby fennec foxes. Like, they had to get a license for this, the school.
Oh, wow.
So we thought it was awesome because you have literal wildlife right out the back door of the wing where our classrooms are, until the fox escaped. Now, it was during my group's time to take care of it because they rotated the grades week by week. And I knew I was the last one out of that enclosure.
You lost the fox?
I thought I closed the door, but I mean, I was the last one to close that door. I was the last one out, and that fox was gone after that. I never told anyone because I was so petrified of getting in trouble. I just kept my mouth shut. They never figured out who actually let the fox go, but they ended up knowing it was from our class. They banned our class from taking care of them. Then the next year they got rid of the tortoise and gave it to a sanctuary because they thought we weren't mature enough to handle it. So I kind of ruined it for the whole school by accident.
Oh, man. Suits.
Damn.
Didn't mean to.
Okay.
That fox was probably dead in hours.
I hate to think that, but
he had no survival skills whatsoever.
he was like a baby, too. He was very tiny.
Oh, damn.
All right. Who let the fox out? Somebody wants to know.
What does a fox say?
Yeah.
He says peace.
Yeah.
Just save me.
Okay. Virginia, you hear these three stories. Dennys took a samurai sword and he accidentally dropped it through a bladdered mattress, punctured a hole in it while watching a guy's place in Orlando. Jbird put on a coat at a local theater production, and then the director asked him to leave, but then they ended up recording a song together 7 years later, so they obviously made up for it. And then Suits let the fox out at his school, and then they had to take the animals and put them in a sanctuary because of that. Which one of these is a lie? Two of them are true. Which one do you think is the lie?
They were all well told today.
Yeah.
Well crafted. I enjoyed them. And I think Jbird's the liar.
You think Jbird is a liar?
I don't think he would do that. I think he respects theater. I don't think he would interrupt a production to be a goofy look-at-me
You
clown
don't think
ass.
so? But he is any other place. But you think in a theater he wouldn't want to do that?
I feel like he respects theatrics and theatrical productions. But then again, he could have been drunk. All bets are off. He's way drunker than I get.
Okay. Could have had a couple cocktails. Okay. Interesting. Dennys, the one thing I wonder about that, I mean, I can understand the guy said, I mean, you notice immediately if you've got a leak in one of those bladder beds, it goes all the way down and fast. Would a guy still even try to sleep on that? Is my question. I mean, if your bed is that bad, wouldn't you try to go sleep on the couch, Virginia?
I mean, how many bladders did this bed have?
But if it goes down in that section, it's pretty much gone. Yeah, Dennys?
Yeah, I mean, could have been a slow leak.
That's the thing, though. Once you lay on them, they go down pretty fast.
So you think Dennys is the liar?
Well, for that reason, I'm a little suspect on Dennys' story. Suits letting the fox out.
Suits looks nervous, like he's trying to make himself calm. So that might be an indicator that Suits is the liar.
What?
Is that part of the act of what Soups is, you know, is that what he does? That's, you know, we try to trick you guys with our actions.
Which one do you think is the liar and why?
This is hard, but I think I'm sticking with Jbird.
Okay, you're going with Jbird. I'm going to go with Dennys on this. I'm going to say that Dennys did it. I think you would notice a slit in the comforter or in the sheets or in something. I just can't imagine the guy would sleep on that. So I see a flaw possibly in that story. So that is my guess. All right, so I guess we both think that Suits is telling the truth.
Not necessarily, because he'd be my second guess behind Jbird
Well,
as
you
the
can only
liar.
pick one, though, Virginia.
I know.
Sticking with Bird?
I'm sticking with Bird, even though I want to go with Dennys now because I think his body language says he's full of it.
Okay.
Damn it, this is a hard game.
I'm going with Dennys. You're going with Bird. All right, who is our liar?
It's me.
Damn it,
Oh,
Suits!
Suits!
I should have trusted the body language.
Yes.
I thought you might have me there.
How about
No,
that?
we really did have the fox and the tortoise for only like a half a school year, and then they gave them to a sanctuary. But I did not let that fox escape. I would have been in horrible trouble if I did that.
Wow, look at you.
Look at that.
Got you guys.
You
Devious
did.
dude.
Sneaky. You're like a fox.
He is.